You sure do like to share your opinions, talking big like somebody's listening. Nobody's listening.
Max! 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 Oh! Oh! Oh!
Hit the ignition. Now you listen. Hop up in the window. Smaller and smaller you fade down. Hop up in the window.
One last time. Do. Let's get serious. I'm getting emotional here. There are still 2 movies left. True hero. Chaos, darkness, and the 3 monsters that escaped the islands. Where's Musashi? Where's he gone? He's gonna have to, you have no Ultraman.
だってこいつはウルトラいやウルトラマンモス健康体なんだ
You can just tell him, to be fair. Well, he's not Ultraman anymore, actually.
武蔵が無事でキャップ今度カオセーターがやっぱり私たちのできること攻撃だ元のカオセーターって善でも悪でもないようカオセーターは憎しみと怒りを知ってしまった
From humans, apparently.
心を持ったからこそセッターと理解し合えるんじゃないでしょうか。もともと人工生命体であるカオセッターを作り出した者たちの意思通りに動いていただけなんです。
Who created it? I want to know.
カオセッターこんな彼らが心を持った
It's like artificial intelligence gone wrong on a grand scale.
他の生物の命を奪う僕たちが攻撃的になってもいいんでしょうか。
They don't have time to talk.
完全に消滅してはいなかったんだ。そのことについて話する時間はない。セッターとの戦いはもう避けられないんだ。あれだけのカオスキメラを打ち込むんだ。
ダメ、効果がない。
カオスキメラに対しての抵抗力をつけてるんだ。
Right, so how do they find another weakness then?
武器を開発しても奴らはまたその先にできることは。
リトリアスが
Ah! The monsters are here to defend Earth? Are they communicating?
リトリアスの声が
ボルギルスが H2 エリアに出現 M4 エリアには潜ると思う
Why are they in 3 different areas? Why do they all sound the same?
怪獣たちが一斉に暴れようとしてるんだ。司令官攻撃を
How about attack the big chaos header thing
怪
instead?
獣たちはカオセッターに向かって何か考えがあるかのように。
セッターの心が反応してる。怪獣たちの心が通じるなら僕たちの心も
Did it not understand Cosmos's good heart as well, or did it not want to understand that? What? Oh, okay, he's in the car.
リトリアスカオセッターカオセッターお前が人間の心を理解できるなら憎む気持ちだって理解できるはずだ。やめよう。やめるんだ。頼むから気持ちを分かってくれ。しかし武蔵セッターを撃たないで。カオセッター僕はもう 僕は戦いたくないんだ。
そこまで。
This reminds me of Yuma and Givas from Ark. He's back, but he has no energy. So Cosmos is gonna fight without Musashi. Interesting. A strong bond. Just like Yuma and Ark.
コスモス、僕はカオスセッターを救いたい。コスモス待ってくれ。コス。もうコスモスのエネルギーが。
Not this again. There's more gravity on Earth than the moon as well. It's gonna hurt more. Where are the other two monsters?
コス。もうやめよう。やめるんだ。
Ah. Okay.
コスモスと武蔵だ。また一つ。
I love how they show all the team members' faces when something shocking happens. They do it every episode without fail. I respect it. I respect it a lot. So what, he's just got full energy now.
コスモス。
Cool.
カオスセッターなら高級だけを狙う。武蔵とコスモスを守るために。カオスセッターも守るために全ての命を守る。俺たちの究極の目的だったはずだ。
The fact that 3 of them knew, I'm surprised Shinobu didn't know. Dogakia understands. Dogakia can understand. Half the time he's in science, the other half he's in love, so I understand why he wouldn't get it. I feel like Shinobu would find out though if everyone else did.
コスモス。私を包むこの思いは。
Love?
この地を去ろう。カオスヘッダを私たちに必要はない。共に帰ろう。コスモス。
So is that the true form of Chaos Header? Is this called Nice Header? Peace Header?
自分たちの世界へ。
I just want to know who created that. It's got to be some powerful beings who created that. Where are you going? There's going to be 2 movies, mate. Don't separate now.
コスモス。僕が真の勇者になれたというの。
ヘッダーと共存できる可能性には教えてくれた。血も及ばぬ本当の愛の心は見せてくれた。
コスモス、この心を教えてくれたのはあなたがいてくれたから僕は人の優しさも強さも気も知ることができた。
He was nice before Cosmos, though, to be fair. He protected monsters on the islands
もう一度
before
僕と一
Cosmos.
緒に
He'll come back for the movie, don't worry.
仲間たちで守る全ての命。
Protect them from what? The defense
コ
force?
スモス、もう一度あなたと一緒に飛びたい。子供の頃のように。
さし、君はもう一人で飛べる。
コスモス。コスモス、会えるよね。
Yes, in the movie.
また会えるよね。
Yes, in 2 more movies. His work is done.
さよなら。さよなら。ウルトラマンコスモス。
It's like the Mebius one, except it happened at the end rather than the middle.
コスモスには会えないんでしょうか。
No, you will, don't worry. Unless you're not in the movie, it's possible. There's always a miracle in these shows.
夢を持たない限り奇跡は起こらない。目を追いかけ続ければ。
また僕たちはコスモスに会える。
I'm sure as well. I'm pretty sure. They're doing the compilation of everything. Wow, that is it. Well, that was quite something. That was quite something. I don't know where to begin. I feel like there's going to be things that I want to say that I'm going to just forget. That's guaranteed I'm going to forget to say things that I wanted to say. With the team knowing that he's Ultraman, that's a nice, that's a different way of doing it, because normally like the team finds out because he will tell them, or people will just see him transform or whatever, like in like Ultraman X when, can't remember the girl's name, but she saw Ultraman X transform and like, oh, he's Ultraman, and she revealed it to the team. You get stuff like that, but normally the team tends to find out together. Either the human host tells the team, or he transforms in front of them. Like that's like, it's one of those two things normally most of the time. Sometimes they switch it up. I guess Mebius is another example of switching it up, but Mebius was the same kind of thing. They all found out, but they found out halfway through the show. Then they did half the show when they already know, which was a nice, unique way to do it. This was very unique because a few members of the team knew he was Cosmos. And it's obvious, I think, that they found out at different times, which would make sense. But I'm very surprised that Shinobu didn't find this out. Because if Fubuki, Hyura, and Ayano found out, I'm very surprised that Shinobu didn't, to be honest. Like, Dogaki is smart as well. Like, they're all smart. They're all, like, really smart. But Dogaki is kind of like, he doesn't really look for those things, especially within his own teammates, like his peers. Obviously, he's focused on the science side of monsters and everything like that. And he's also focused on a woman that he loves. So he's not going to figure out that Musashi's Ultraman. He's not going to pay enough attention to that. But Shinobu pays a lot of attention. So I'm just surprised. So that episode where Musashi was captured by Chaos Header, and then his body went up, and then Cosmos came down. And then Fubuki looked at him and he's just like, Musashi, are you? Then he said, never mind. That, I think, was the point where he realized that he's Cosmos. I think that's the point he realized. He also, like, it's interesting, after the episode, he was less aggressive towards Musashi as well. I'm starting to remember that now. I think Ayano found out also a long time ago, but she didn't say anything. I think she probably was doubtful, but then she was more sure towards the end. But I think she found out in the episode where they revived Cosmos in that forest, when she like went with Musashi to the woods to try and save Cosmos. I think she knew from that point. I honestly do. Even though she was knocked out when the things happened, I think she found out from there. I couldn't tell you when Hura found out. I couldn't tell you. I don't know at what point that could have been. But yeah. That's what I can say about that. But what an incredible story, and the payoff was great. I think the best episode was episode 64. I also said, right, they got to protect monsters, right? And I said, protect them from what? Chaos Header's gone? From what? The defense force who are attacking them? Then I thought to myself, actually, to be fair, there have been non-Chaos Header episodes where hostile aliens have come down to Earth to invade Earth through different means. So there is still a need to protect them, actually. I just realized, especially those aliens. I forgot their names, but they've had like 2-3 episodes now where they control monsters. They make them into mechas. You know what I'm talking about. And then the monsters die. So like, there's those aliens, and then there's I always forget all the villains' names. the ones that are like multiple. The ones that are... You know what? I'll be here all day trying to think of what their name is. But the ones that were attacking Earth, and there was a doctor from their universe that helped stop them. But I think you know who I mean. I think the explanation might be enough for a couple of you. But yeah, overall, just an amazing show, and I'm glad I watched it, you know. Some people said, oh, 65 episodes is a long time. Maybe you should try and watch Ginga first. I'm just like, no, I am locked into this. And it's pretty, like, the most requested shows were, like, things like Nexus, Mebius, Tiga, Dyna. Gaia wasn't, but I did Gaia because it's, like, the trilogy of Tiga, Dyna, Gaia. I did the most requested shows first, and I did all of those, and there was other ones as well that I did. And then after I finished all of that, I saw the top 4 most requested shows. And they were X, Orb, Max, Cosmos. And I thought to myself, okay, Cosmos is really, really long. And last Christmas I thought, you know what, I got some time. I got some extra time. I'm going to work on a lot of reactions for X and Orb. I decided to watch both without watching the Orb Origin Saga. But I still think that was a good decision. I then watched Origin Saga after that. And I thought, oh, I finished this very quick. Now let's start Max. And then I thought to myself, after that, I'll start Cosmos, because those are the 4 most requested shows. Let me do the 2 shortest ones first, then I'll work on the rest. And now we have completed that journey. So now, the most requested shows are just shows that I'm not reacting to, I'm just reviewing. It's the old shows. The reason for that is copyright issues. Every reaction, maybe like some reactions are okay, like 2-3 reactions, but 99% of my reactions are copyrighted. My camera's running out almost half an hour, so give me a second. Let me restart the camera. Every reaction I do gets copyrighted. Either it's just simply it's claimed, and when it's claimed, like I get no strikes at the moment, which is good. That's because I stopped reacting to Super Sentai and Kamen Rider. If I did those, then I'd get strikes. But there's different types of copyright claims. Not all of them are strikes. So the ones I get, there's a simple claim, so that means I can't monetize it. So I make no money off it. Subaru makes all the money off it, so I'm fine with that. I'm happy to accept that. That's fine. It's still their episodes. They still make the episodes, but yeah, like they're gonna claim the money. That's fine. So just so you know, by the way, I make 0 money off the Ultraman reactions. Some Ultraman reactions I do. Like there's like 1 or 2 reactions sometimes that manage to survive, and I'm able to monetize them. But 99% of them, no, absolutely not. Most of them just get claimed and that's it. There are a lot of reactions, especially even Cosmos as well, where it gets blocked in some countries. Okay, so there's some episodes that get blocked in like 30 countries. Sometimes it happened, like I think it was with Tiga. With Tiga, there was one episode that was blocked in like 30 countries. And people said like, hey Davidoff, where's episode this? Well, where's this episode? I'm just like, I uploaded it, but you can't see it because of the copyright guidelines. Some episodes have restrictions in some countries. It's weird. Most of the reactions are only blocked in one country, Japan. Japan is the only country where it's blocked constantly, which is frustrating because there's a big Ultraman audience there. Ultraman is from Japan. And the Japanese can't watch my videos unless they have a VPN. So that's a little bit of an issue. They can watch the new reactions like to Arc and Blazer because those don't get blocked. They only get claimed. But yeah, most of my reactions to like Max, Cosmos, Tiga, Dyna, Nexus, they're all usually blocked in Japan, which is really frustrating. It also means that I can't monetize them either. If it's blocked in any country, you can't monetize it at all. So it is what it is. That's just what it is. Sometimes there's a thing where you can like share revenue, but it doesn't, that never happens with Ultraman. That's like a different thing. Never happens with me. So yeah, it's normally blocked in Japan, but sometimes it's blocked in multiple countries. And that's the thing with the old shows. When I try to react to things from 1966 or Ultra 7 or like shows from that old era of Ultraman shows, it gets blocked in like so many countries. And I assume there's different like copyright rules and different rights. I know rights are a dodgy thing sometimes. I know you guys told me about, was it Asuka? They had rights issues with getting Asuka or something for the actor. So I know that rights work very weird with shows, and even if it's still Ultraman, a different era, different copyright rules. So it is what it is. That's why I'm doing reviews instead. so I can just watch it and tell you what I think about it and tell you what happened. So yeah, that's why we're not doing reactions to the old shows. We're just doing reviews. As for reactions, next up is Ultra Galaxy. No, sorry, I keep saying Ultra Galaxy Fight, Mega Monster Battle, and also the second one. I can't remember what the second one is called, but it's 2 seasons, 13 episodes each. By the time you're watching this, for most of you, if you're not a member, if you're a member, you can watch this in December, 5 months early. But if you're not a member, then we've already started in January, Mega Monster Battle. So that's the reaction that's, I think, still ongoing right now. We should be on the second series by the time this is made public to everybody. And after that's over, there's a few movies and spin-off shows that I need to watch in between Mega Monster Battle and Ginga. So I need to watch. I've watched most of them. There's like 2 or 3 I've not watched. But I'm probably going to rewatch them anyway, the ones that I have watched, and maybe I just do videos on the ones I haven't watched, something like that. Once those reviews are done, plus Movie Mondays for Cosmos, a movie, the second movie and the third movie, the Blue Planet and the other one, and also Movie Mondays for the little spin-offs I haven't watched yet before Ginga. Then we start Ginga. Hopefully Ginga starts, this will end in May, so hopefully it starts in like July, because we need like a month to like cover those movies. So hopefully Ginga starts by July. Then from July onwards, we watch every modern show I have not seen yet, every single one. So we're talking Jeed, we're talking Tiger, everything I haven't seen from Ginga onwards. So from Ginga onwards, I have seen X and Orb, I have seen everything after Z. So I've seen Z, I've seen Trigger, Decker, Blazer, everything from Z onwards I've seen, and I've seen X and Orb Origin Saga. So every other modern show, that's what I need to react to next, after Mega Monster Battle. So yeah, that is the plan from now, and it's going to be 1 episode per week. I've realized after recording all this, I have done 2, 3, 4 per week sometimes for the past month, November to December. I am exhausted. And with the extra hours I got at work I worked 4 10-hour shifts last week, so I am very tired. Got work again in the morning. I need to go to sleep. There's meant to be a Christmas tree here, but there's missing a part, so I can't stand up, so that's a mess. But yeah, there you go. It is what it is. But what a show Cosmos was. Episode 64 was the best episode for me. I really enjoyed everything. I really like how Musashi influences everyone, Even he's influenced me as well in the end. Because when he's mentioned about is attacking the only way, I thought to myself, it is. Chaos Head is aggressive, it's this crazy thing. But this is before I learned what Chaos Head actually was. I'm just like, oh, so maybe Musashi was right, it can be saved. It was just an AI situation gone wrong, it gone rogue. I'm just like, oh, that's interesting, that's different. I thought it was just a mindless thing, like the sphere from Dyna. I thought it was like that. But it turns out like it wasn't created evil in the first place. And I'm still wondering who created it. I'm just like, somebody created that. I'm just saying, I know it turned evil after it was created, but still, that's pretty terrifying. Someone created something that powerful that got out of control. But yeah, like Musashi's influenced the whole team, and he even influenced Cosmos, and Cosmos influenced him. And he says he learnt his heart from Cosmos, which it is true, but he had a good heart before Cosmos. I think Cosmos definitely helped him strengthen it, but he was already protecting monsters in episode 1 before Cosmos arrived. So there is that. I love how much he's influenced everyone, including especially Fubuki as well. Fubuki and Musashi are truly the spring breeze duo, and it is an amazing show and an incredible achievement what they've done. 65 episodes, and I was never bored, not even once. Sometimes I was tired because I was reacting constantly and editing constantly. Some episodes I look tired. That's because yes, I am tired, but I was still paying attention. I was still watching. And there was something positive to take away from literally every episode. So they kept it consistent, and for me it worked. For me, the show as a whole worked, even the filler. I think the 65 episode journey was worth it. And this is the last big show we're doing, unless Subaru goes back to doing 50 episode shows again. this is the last show we're doing that's longer than 30 episodes, I think. So that is pretty crazy in itself. But I look forward to sharing with you my journey with Ultraman, and I cannot wait. And at some point in future, and it might take years because I'm focused on Ultraman right now on this channel anyway, I might make videos on like Kamen Rider, but not reactions, no footage at all. But I might like review episodes, oh guys, hey, I watched Kamen Rider episode 1 of, it could be like, there's so many Kamen Rider shows I know, but I like the idea of like a motorcycle hero, an action sort of TV show that actually sounds really fun. But it would just be reviews. Like, we got to find ways to transform content, because obviously maybe we fast forward like 2 or 3 years and let's say we're all still here enjoying ourselves. At some point I'll run out of Ultraman content, and then it's just like, oh, do we rewatch things? Do we just wait a whole year for the next show to come out in July? We react from July to the January and then wait for the next show. There's got to be something in the middle, right? So we got to think about that. But yeah, I'm also now open to doing movie Mondays as reactions. Just bear in mind though, we're talking about entire movies cut down to 10 minutes. So there'll be a lot more cutouts. If you think this is crazy editing, movie reactions will be a lot more cutting out, but it will still be better than just me reviewing. I've realized that now. It's just that I don't have the time. That's the main thing. Like, that's a lot of editing. That's a lot of editing. But I'm gonna try and find a way to make it work. And maybe when you're watching this, I've already started doing it, because I want to do it for like American movies as well. But like copyright is crazy. But I see reactions, like if you go on YouTube, you search movie reaction, people react to movies all the time. Like even the big movies, people react to anything. And I'm just like, these are movies made by Warner Brothers, Disney, Marvel, DC, Universal, Paramount. These are big studios. They're reacting to Avengers, Godzilla, Mission Impossible, Oppenheimer, Barbie, Deadpool, Wolverine. I'm just like, how are they reacting to these movies, showing the movie, and they're not getting copyrighted? The videos are not getting striked. Maybe they're getting copyrighted, but they're not getting striked. I'm just like, how are they doing this? I want to do that, but it's a lot of editing. And I'm also thinking to myself, how do they get the footage? Do they screen record it? But when I try to screen record like something like Official, it just blocks the screen record because of copyright rules. So how does that even work? I don't know. But I got to figure out a way to like, because I think there's a fair way to do it, as long as you keep it under 10 minutes. But I see channels do it over 10 minutes and they're fine. It's all baffling to me. I don't know. But yeah, I've been sitting here talking for a very long time. The battery's almost bloody gone. It's a good battery. It lasts like an hour, 20 minutes. But we are pushing that hour, 20 minutes right now. I need to transfer the files to my computer. I also watched Ultraman Arc episode 22 today. So I'm on that day, just so you know. This is your boy Davidoff. Please like, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. And I'll see you on whatever reaction is next, because I don't know right now. It's probably Mega Monster Battle, the second one, episode whatever. Happy May. Goodbye. Actually, it's Christmas. It's December right now, but I'm pretty sure this video is in May. So, goodbye, people. Cosmos, it's alright.
Let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it